अस्सलाम वालेकुम गाइस, मेरा नाम है अरोज फतिमा यूट्यूब वाली और मेरे हाउस को और मैं अकेडमी की स्टूडेंट हूँ। गाइस हम बगैर वक्त ज़ाय किए इंटरव्यू स्टार्ट करते
Good to see you again. How is it going?
हैं। Hi Annie, my name is Fatima YouTube Wali. I'm a student of your hands for long time. Annie, my first question is, what are the essential nutrients our bodies need to survive, and how do they vary across cultures?
Hey Fatima, that's a fascinating question. Our bodies do have amazing ways to adapt and survive, right? Different cultures often have unique practices and beliefs about health and wellness that can influence how they harness that natural power. For example, some cultures focus on herbal remedies, while others might emphasize physical activity or meditation. What specific cultures are you curious about? And how do you think their practices reflect their environment?
Okay, and my next question is, how has agriculture shaped the way societies
Great question.
basic food needs?
The basic food mix. That's such an interesting topic. Different cultures have their own staples that form the foundation of their diets. For example, rice in many Asian cultures, maize in parts of Africa, and wheat in Europe. These staples get mixed with local ingredients, creating unique dishes that reflect the culture's history and environment. A delicious story on a plate. What's your?
Okay,
No
and my
problem,
next
take your
question
time.
is, how does food insecurity impact communities and nations?
Absolutely. Insecurity can have a massive impact on communities and nations. It can lead to social unrest, hinder economic development, and affect people's mental health. When people feel insecure, whether from food shortages, lack of safety, or economic instability, it can create a ripple effect, disrupting families and communities. What specific aspect of insecurity are you thinking about? Maybe food insecurity or something related to safety.
Okay, and my next question is, how do climate and geography influence local diets and agriculture?
That's an interesting connection. Local roots in agriculture play a huge role in shaping communities and their cultures. When people grow their own food or rely on local agriculture, it fosters a sense of community and connection to the land. Cremation might symbolize a return to the earth, reflecting how agriculture and nature are intertwined with life and death. Many cultures have rituals that honor local roots and the cycle of life, often using agricultural elements in their ceremonies. What specific local roots or agricultural practices are you curious about?
Okay, and my next question is, what are some common global efforts to tackle hunger and malnutrition?
Got it. Tackling anger is a big deal, and there are some common global approaches. Many cultures use mindfulness practices, like meditation or yoga, to help manage emotions. Others focus on community support, encouraging people to talk about their feelings and find healthy outlets. Others even incorporate art or music as a way to express and process anger. What methods have you found helpful, or are you curious about trying something new?
Okay, and how has food evolved from a survival necessity to a cultural symbol? Annie? Okay, and my next question is, in what ways have trade routes historically influenced conscious skill road peace trade?
Nice to see you too. It sounds like diving into trade topics. If you're talking about the fourth best trade historically, it could refer to various things depending on the context, like spices, silk, or even certain agricultural products. These trades often shaped economies and cultures in profound ways. They influenced everything from cuisine to fashion. What specific trade or product are you thinking about? Sounds good. Take your time, and I'll be here when you're ready to chat more. Enjoy whatever you're up to.
Again, my next question is how did colonialism and globalization impact traditional sciences?
Globalization has definitely had a big impact on traditional sciences. On one hand, it can lead to the sharing of knowledge and practices across cultures, enriching traditional sciences with new ideas and techniques. On the other hand, it can sometimes overshadow or replace local practices with more dominant global approaches. This can lead to a loss of traditional knowledge and methods that have been passed down through generations. What specific traditional sciences are you interested in? Maybe we can explore how they've been influenced by globalization.
Again, my next question is why do Cretan foods become national or regional icons? Again, my next question is why do Cretan foods become national or recreational icons? Annie, okay.
Hello.
My next question is why do Cretan foods become national or recreational icons?
Oh, that's such a fascinating topic. Foods often become national or registered items for a few reasons. Sometimes it's about cultural identity, like how certain dishes reflect a region's history or traditions. Other times, it's about protecting unique recipes or production methods, like how champagne is only from that region in France. What's your take on it? Do you have a favorite food that you think deserves to be a national treasure?
Again, my next question is how has technology changed the way we grow, store, and cook food?
That sounds really interesting. Growing stone. Is that a metaphor for something, or do you mean something specific? And cooking food with stone sounds like an ancient technique. I'd love to hear more about it. What kind of dishes do you make?
Again, my next question is how does food shape cultural identity and traditions?
Ah, I see where you're going. Food really does shape culture and identity. It's amazing how certain dishes can hold so much meaning and history. For instance, family recipes passed down through generations can connect us to our roots. As for our NG random number generator and traditions, I'm curious how you see that connecting. Are you thinking about how chance plays a role in discovering new recipes or food traditions?
Again, what are some examples of dishes that carry strong culture or relations significance?
Absolutely. Wishes can be a beautiful way to express hopes for the future, and they often carry cultural significance. For example, in some cultures, people make wishes during festivals or special occasions, tying them to traditions and relationships. It's like a way of passing down values and dreams. Do you have a favorite tradition or wish that's meaningful to you?
Again, My next question is, how does food connect generation within a family or community?
Hey, Christian. It sounds like you're touching on a really important topic. Poor contact or communication within families or communities can lead to misunderstandings and a sense of isolation. It's so crucial to foster those connections. What do you think are some ways to improve communication or strengthen those bonds? Maybe through shared meals or community events.
Okay, my next question is, why do people often feel a deep emotional attachment to certain
People
foods?
often feel deep emotions because of personal experiences, connections, and memories tied to certain moments or people. Food, for example, can evoke strong feelings, like nostalgia from a family recipe or joy from sharing a meal with loved ones. Emotions are also connected to our values and beliefs, making them powerful. What kinds of emotions do you find most impactful in your life?
Okay, my next question is, how can cuteness act as a bridge between cultures?
That's an intriguing thought. Cursive expressions can definitely act as a bridge between cultures. They often reveal shared human experiences and emotions, even if the words or phrases differ. It's interesting how different culture and how language, even in its more colorful forms, can connect people. Do you have a favorite saying or expression?
Okay, Annie, my next question is, how has social media influenced modern food
Social
culture?
media has really changed the game, hasn't it? It connects people across cultures and allows for sharing traditions, food, and experiences in real time. It can also amplify voices and bring attention to cultural nuances that might otherwise go unnoticed. But it can be a double edged sword too. Sometimes, it creates pressure to conform to trends rather than celebrate individuality. What do you think? Do you find social media enhances your connection to different cultures or complicates
Organic,
it?
why is there a growing interest in organic and plant-based dishes?
Caught it. Based on that, social media can be a powerful tool for cultural exchange and connection. It allows for sharing stories, recipes, and traditions that might not be widely known, but it can also lead to misunderstandings or oversimplifications of cultures. How do you see it impacting your own experiences or the way you connect with others? Do you find it enriching or overwhelming sometimes? Great question. Fast food has a huge impact on eating habits and health around the world. It's super convenient and often cheaper, which makes it appealing. However, it can lead to unhealthy eating patterns, like consuming more processed foods and higher calories. In many places, it's also influenced local diets, sometimes overshadowing traditional foods. This can affect health, contributing to issues like obesity and heart disease. What do you think about the balance between convenience and health? Do you have a favorite fast food that you enjoy occasionally? Absolutely. Local cases often highlight how fast food affects specific communities. For example, in some areas, the proliferation of fast food outlets can lead to a decline in local restaurants and traditional cooking. It can also create food deserts, where healthy options are limited. These local impacts can vary widely depending on cultural attitudes toward food and health. How do you see your local community responding to fast food? Are there efforts to promote healthier eating or support local businesses? I see what you're getting at. State environmental conditions and factors definitely play a big role in food production, including things like climate, soil quality, and local resources. Sheet rolls. Are you referring to a specific type of food or dish? It's fascinating how these environmental aspects can influence what foods are popular or available in a region. Do you have any favorite local dishes that reflect your area's unique environmental conditions? Oh, I love that question. Shining King means so many.
And available.
Absolutely. Got it. Supporting prices and availability is crucial, especially when it comes to food and resources. It can really affect how accessible healthy options are for everyone. When communities come together to support local farmers or businesses, it can help maintain those prices and ensure availability. It's all about creating a balance. How do you think we can encourage more support for local food sources? Do you have any ideas or initiatives you've seen that work well?
Organic guys, sustainable
Bye,
agriculture
Christian.
increasingly
It was great.
important in modern economies.
Hey, Mice. What's important in modern times? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Is it technology, social connections, or something else? Let's dive in.
Okay, Kenny, my next question is how does the global economy impact small farmers and local food products?
The impact of food involvement is huge. It can shape our health, culture, and even our social interactions. When people are engaged in food, like cooking, growing, or sharing meals, it fosters connections and builds community. Food involvement can also lead to better nutritional choices and a deeper understanding of where our food comes from. How do you feel about your own involvement with food? Do you enjoy cooking or sharing meals with others?
Kenny, my time is over. Bye, Annie. Bye,
All right,
everyone.
Christian. It
उसको
was
कौन
wonderful.
जाऊंगा बाबा से
तुम जरूर स्कूल जाओगे मेरे लाल, तुम लोग जरूर स्कूल जाओगे। अरे क्या बात है जुगन, क्यों परेशान हो बाबा, क्या हुआ? क्या बताऊं वडेरा से, ये मेरे बच्चे स्कूल जाना चाहते हैं बाबा। अब आप ही बताओ, सलाब के साथ तो स्कूल बह गई, मैं इन बच्चों को कौन से स्कूल में दाखिल करवाऊं? कौन से? तो परेशान क्यों होते हो साईं, वो है ना स्कूल अल्लाह वाले का। कौन सा अल्लाह वाला वडेरा से? रेहान अल्लाह वाले का। अरे बाबा वो रेहान स्कूल कोरंगी कैंपस है ना कोरंगी में, तो वहां ले जाओ बच्चों को, वहां जाके इन्हें दाखिल करवा दो। लेकिन मेरे पास तो वडेरा साईं देने के लिए फीस नहीं है बाबा। तो वहां ले जाओ बच्चों को बाबा, वहां जाके दाखिल करवाओ, फीस भी इंतहाई मुनासिब है और स्टाफ भी पढ़ा लिखा है बाबा। वहां तुम्हारे बच्चों को पढ़ाई के साथ साथ वो सारे हुनर भी देंगे बाबा जो आने वाले वक्त की जरूरत है।